If I told you that you want certain things in your life, not because you randomly decided to want them, but because some future version of you already has them. Think about it. Your future self, your highest, most capable self, your intuition, playing a small kind of magic on you. For years, through the dreams you bury deep inside, through the thoughts and the pull you feel every single day, it's been quietly talking to you, whispering, reminding you what's possible for this one life you get to live. Manifestation isn't magic. It isn't wishful thinking. It's aligning your thought patterns, your behaviors, and the way you see yourself with what you're aiming for. And that means identifying the patterns that are slowing you down and training them to work for you instead. Here's what you need to know to actually do that. Number 1, lower your self-doubt. Because what you believe about yourself is exactly what the world reflects back at you. In 1970, a psychologist named Robert Kleck ran a fascinating experiment. He brought a group of people together and split them into 2 teams. One team had realistic scar makeup applied to their face, running from the corner of the eye down to the jaw. A large, ugly scar. He handed them a mirror and let them see the scar on their own face. Then he sent both groups out, the ones with the scar and the ones without, to have short conversations with random strangers. Afterward, each person had to report back on how they felt during those conversations. The group with the scar overwhelmingly said the same thing. They felt judged, tense, distant from the people they spoke to. But here's where the story gets interesting. Right before sending them out, the psychologist had applied a moisturizer to the scarred participants' faces. He said it was to stop the makeup from smudging with sweat. In reality, that was the moment he wiped the scar completely off. They walked out into those conversations with no scar at all. And not one of them knew it. Without realizing it, that moisturizer step was the psychologist quietly removing the mark from their face. And yet, walking out with a clean face, they still believed they were carrying a big, dark scar. They spoke to strangers convinced people were judging them, reacting to something that wasn't even there anymore. That's the experiment, and it tells us something uncomfortable. We may not carry a visible scar, but the self-doubt built from old emotional wounds does the exact same thing. It quietly controls how we show up. Transition, energetic. Number 2, do the work before you feel like it. If you constantly procrastinate, that's not laziness, that's a pattern. If you always put off the same kind of work, you might actually be afraid of your own success. I'll say it again, if you keep delaying, part of you is afraid of succeeding. Because your subconscious knows something. Success means responsibility. It means you now have to maintain that success. So here's what I want to tell you. Don't shrink from your own potential. Don't hold yourself back. Starting today, take action toward your goals every single day. But what do you do on the days you genuinely don't feel like working? Focus on the process, not the outcome. When you feel like there's a mountain of work to finish, don't think about the mountain. Think about getting up, making a cup of tea, opening your laptop, reading the assignment, doing a little research, writing paragraph by paragraph. Avoiding thinking about the process only makes your brain more afraid of it. But when you actually engage with that boring process, even just thinking about it, something shifts in your brain. The right side of your prefrontal cortex activates, and your fear around the task drops.
That gives you the energy to actually do the boring work, and that's what breaks your perfectionism. Remember, build the habit first before you try to master it. Consistency is the single biggest trait shared by truly successful people.
Number 3. Do small work consistently, instead of trying to do big work occasionally. There's a nice parallel here. Our brain and the universe actually work in a similar way. Both give us more of whatever we focus on. Neither one filters what's good or bad for us. They simply amplify it. We just haven't clearly separated this pattern in our own minds. For instance, when you think, "I need to grow," you start noticing more opportunities that match growth. When you think, "I'm grateful for what I have," more things worth being grateful for start showing up. But when you keep thinking, "I have too many problems," your brain shows you more problems. This is a pattern. We call it confirmation bias. Journaling, "Thank you, universe, for giving me these things," while doing nothing else, doesn't work. To actually manifest something, you need to feel the emotion of already having it. Let that feeling move through your body. But don't chase that outcome all day long. Manifesting all day doesn't work either. Feel it from time to time, then drop it. Fully let go of the outcome. Move forward step by step, through the process, through the opportunities that show up in front of you. Because at this stage in your life, your current capacity isn't big enough yet to hold everything you're asking for. As you take action and keep moving forward, your capacity grows through the small new challenges you face. The person who keeps moving forward becomes someone who values what they have and stays more optimistic, because tiny actions start compounding into real results. And once that pattern clicks for them, they start showing up, even for the smallest tasks in their system. That's exactly what you need to do. Show up for the small actions inside your system. Genuinely start doing the small work. As the saying goes, the wave follows the direction the vine grows. That's exactly how our brain works too.
Last point. To manifest well, you first need to understand this. You are the creator of your own life. Stop worrying about the things outside your control. Instead, take action along the things that are within your control. The people who keep showing up, keep discovering, keep doing the small work consistently, those are the ones who truly understand this system. There's a beautiful idea about not getting stuck while planning. Instead, moving into a mindset of actually doing the work. Doing something small toward your goal every single day trains your brain into that identity. Even on the days you don't feel like working.
When you don't feel like working, reduce how much you have to do, but don't stop showing up completely. We're not going to be equally productive every day. Some days you won't feel like working. Some days your health won't cooperate. Some days the weather won't help. But no matter how difficult the day is, what matters is whether you still showed up and did what needed to be done. That's the real thing we're training, on the inside. So here's the truth about manifestation. It's not sitting back and waiting for the universe to hand you things. It's your future self, your intuition, your patterns of thought and action, quietly building a bridge toward the life you already picture for yourself. See that picture clearly, then